This is the PMP and the Snap. Sneak in a quick lesson into your busy schedule so you can pass that exam. Let's snap in. Hey there, project people. Welcome back to PMP and the Snap, where we take those hefty project management concepts and shrink them down to bite-sized, easy-to-digest pieces. I'm your host, Kaye B, and today we're tackling something that every project manager knows is crucial, keeping that schedule on track. Yep, we're diving into the control schedule process. But before we jump in, let's do a quick recap of where we are in this whole time management journey, or as the PMBOK calls it, project schedule management. Remember, it's all about making sure the project gets done on time. And let's be real, who doesn't want that? This whole area includes 6 key processes. 1. Plan schedule management, which is laying down the ground rules. 2. Define activities, which is listing all the work. 3. Sequence activities, putting those tasks in order. 4. Estimate activity durations, guessing, but smartly, how long things will take. 5. Develop schedule, that's building the actual timeline. And today's star, control schedule, keeping that timeline from going rogue. So what is exactly control schedule? Well, think of it as a project's watchtower. It's where we monitor the status of the project schedule, update it, and manage changes to the baseline. In other words, it's how we make sure we're not veering off course and ending up in a project timeout. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What do we need to even start controlling the schedule? We need some inputs, of course. First up, the project management plan, especially the schedule management plan and the schedule baseline. These are your roadmaps. You can't control what you haven't planned, right? Then we have the project documents, including the performance reports, schedule forecast, and work performance information. These are your project's vital signs, telling you how things are actually going. And don't forget organizational process assets, your company's historical data and lessons learned. They're the wisdom of past projects, whispering in your ear, hey, watch out for this. Now we get to the fun part, the tools and techniques. How do we actually do this controlling? First, we have data analysis. This is where we get all detective-like. Variance analysis helps us figure out if we're ahead, behind, or right on schedule. Trend analysis helps us see where we might be heading. And earned value management, well, that's just a whole other episode, but it helps us integrate scope, schedule, and cost performance. It's like the project management triple threat. Then we have critical path method. This is all about keeping an eye on the longest path of task. If anything slips here, the whole project slips. It's like the VIP lane of your project. Keep it moving. And of course, Project Management Information Systems, or PMIS. This is usually the software we use to track all of this, like Microsoft Project or similar tools. It's our digital dashboard showing us exactly where we stand. And finally, we have meetings. Yep, good old-fashioned meetings. Sometimes you just need to get the team together, talk it out, and figure out what's going on. Communication is key. Okay, so we've done our monitoring, our analyzing, and our meeting. So what do we get out of all of this? The outputs. First, work performance information. This is your raw data, the basic facts. Then, schedule forecasts. These tell us where we expect to be in the future based on current performance. Are we going to be late, early, right on time? These forecasts will tell you. Next, change requests. If we find that we need to change something, we need to request it formally. Maybe we need more time, more resources, or a different approach. And finally, project management plan updates and project documents updates. We need to document all these changes, so we have a clear record of what happened and why. So to recap, control schedule is all about monitoring, analyzing, and managing changes to your project schedule. It's not about schedule tyrant. It's about being a responsible project manager. You need inputs like the project management plan and performance reports. You use tools like data analysis and critical path method. And then you get outputs like schedule forecasts and change requests. If you nail this process, you'll keep the project on track, avoid those dreaded delays, and keep your stakeholders happy. And isn't that what we all want? That is it for our episode of PMP in a Snap. If you found this helpful, please be sure to subscribe, share with your project pals, and leave a review. Until next time, I'm Kaye B, reminding you to control your schedule before it controls you. Catch you on the next Snap. There's a new PMBOK coming out this year, and that means the exam will change. Take the PMP exam before you have to learn all new content. Go to pmnotebooks.com to save time and money with a course that respects your schedule and delivers results.